Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing us from Group 13, we would like to present the result of the 5 journal we have shared on the topic of rehabilitation approaches for ankle sprain. Let me introduce the members of our group. The first, my name is Muhammad Rifki Fadilah, and my friend Ilham Fani Prasetyo and Nadia Shifa Salsabila. Okay, the first journal is about effect of aquatic versus conventional physical therapy program on ankle sprain grade 3 in elite athletes. Okay, next. The author is Mariam and Salwa and then Mona Muhammad Ibrahim. And the year of journal 2020-2024. The aims or objective to investigate the effect of aquatic therapy as an early rehabilitation protocol for elite athletes with the acute lateral ankle sprain grade 3 on the back to sport time, dynamic balance, pain, athlete performance, and muscle power compared to land-based exercise training. The method used is a randomized controlled trial or RCT. The variable or tools: independent variable, aquatic therapy, conventional physical therapy, and the dependent variable, return to sport time, dynamic balance, pain, other performance, and muscle power. And next, the finding. The study found a significant difference in return to sport time for the aquatic therapy group, who returned faster than the control group or conventional physical therapy. The practical implication: effect of aquatic therapy should be the preferred method for early rehabilitation of acute grade 3 ankle sprain in athletes due to its superior outcome and potential to accelerate the return to sport. The limitation: lack of specificity in conventional therapy details. While it mentions structural therapeutic exercise, manual therapy, and land-based exercise, the specific types of exercise, manual technique, and their progression are not clearly defined. And then specific athletic population, such as volleyball and basketball. This limit the generalizability of the finding to athletes in the other sports with different domains and injury patterns.
For the second journal, the title is Conservative Management of Acute Lateral Ligaments of the Ankle Injuries, an Analytical Literature Review. The author is Maduka et al. In 2023. This journal is to evaluate conservative approach for managing acute lateral ligaments injuries based on severity and trauma mechanism. The method is analytical literature review of peer-reviewed articles like RCTs and clinical guidelines from database like PubMed, spanning in 93 until 2023. Variable from this journal divided into variables. First is independent variable is injury severity and trauma type. Second is dependent variable is healing outcomes, recurrent rates, functional recovery, and duration of disability. The tools that this journal use is PRICE protocol and SAIDs, cryotherapy, functional therapy exercise, and MRI. Key finding that we found in this journal is functional therapy and limited immobilization around 5 to 10 days resulted in faster recovery and improved range of motion compared to prolonged immobilization. Second is NSAIDs and cryotherapy effectively relieve pain and reduce inflammation in acute phase. For the practical implication that we can use from this journal, first is early rehabilitation enhances ligament healing while minimizing complications like joint stiffness or muscular atrophy. Second is functional therapy should replace extended immobilization as a preferred treatment method, reducing the need for the surgery. Limitation that we found in this journal, first is variability in study design and grading system. Second is lack of high quality standardized evidence on auxiliary therapies such as electrical stimulation or advanced cryotherapy. And from the third journal, the title is Exercise-Based Rehabilitation Reduce Re-Injury Following Acute Lateral Ankle Sprain, a systematic review update with meta-analysis. The author is Weigemans et al. In 2022. This journal is to determine if exercise-based rehabilitation reduce re-injury risk and assess how exercise quality and volume influence the effectiveness. The method that this journal uses is a systematic review and meta-analysis of 14 RCTs covering various rehabilitation programs. Variable that this journal uses divided by two variables. First is independent variables and the second is dependent variable. For the independent variable, rehabilitation strategies and exercise volume. And then dependent variables is re-injury rates, patient-reported outcomes, and clinical measure. For the tools, this journal uses the odds ratio, meta-analysis software, and eye content assessment for exercise protocol. Key finding that we found from this journal, first is exercise-based rehabilitation significantly reduce re-injury risk. And then training volume had no clear effect on re-injury odds, highlighting mixed patient-reported and clinical outcomes. For practical implication that we can use from this journal, first is functional exercise program are essential in lowering re-injury risk, but require standardization for exercise volume and intensity. The second is emphasizing quality over quantity, and rehabilitation protocol is key to effective recovery. And then for the limitation that we found from this journal, first is high variability in the content and quality of rehabilitation program, and then limited data on long-term patient-reported outcomes and follow-up measures.
The next journal is by Fazrin Halabsi and Muhammad Hasabi from World Journal Orthopedic, Acute Ankle Sprain in Athletes, Clinical Aspect and Algorithmic Approach from 2020. From this journal, I found the aim or objective is the article aim to provide a comprehensive review of acute ankle sprain in athletes, focusing on clinical aspect, risk factor, diagnosis, management strategies, rehabilitation, and an algorithmic approach for treatment. The method is using a literature review and synthesis of exciting clinical guidelines, analysis of diagnostic methods, treatment option, and rehabilitation strategies. Variable and tools is independent variable is risk factor, treatment intervention. The dependent variable is injury severity and clinical symptom, functional recovery and performance outcome, imaging and diagnosis outcome. The tools is using clinical examination tools, Ottawa ankle rules, functional performance tools, and rehabilitation tools. The finding is ankle sprain are the most common lower limb injuries in sport, with lateral ligament injuries being most frequent. The practical implication is clinician should adopt an evidence-based approach to managing ankle sprain. Rehabilitation should be personalized and progressively increase the intensity. But there are limitations on this journal is the effectiveness of various interventions lack strong evidence in some areas. Further research is needed to optimize rehabilitation protocol and return to play criteria. Next, the next journal, the fifth journal is 4-week ankle rehabilitation program in adolescent athlete with chronic ankle instability by Spencer Kane, Rebecca G. Bain, Yu-Ping Chen, Mark D. Gale, Benjamin M. Gurger, Shelley W. Linens from the National Athletic Trainer Association from the Journal of Athletic Training 2020. The aim and objective is the study aim to evaluate the effectiveness of 3 different 4-week ankle rehabilitation program on balance and self-report function and in adolescent athlete with a chronic ankle instability. The method is randomized controlled clinical trial. Participant 43 adolescent athlete with CAI. Setting is in the high school athletic training facility. The variable and tools is balance test, time in balance, foot lift, star exertion balance test, functional performance test, side hop test, figure 8 hop test, patient reported outcome pros, foot and ankle instability measure atau or if AAM, and Cumberland ankle instability tool or CAIT. Equipment used resistant bands, biomechanical ankle platform system board. Yes, that's from what I found, and the finding in this journal is balance test, time in balance, foot lift, start exertion balance test, functional performance test, side hop test, figure 8 hop test, patient reported outcome pros, foot and ankle instability measure or if AAM, and Chamberlain ankle instability tool or CAIT. Equipment used is resistant band, biomechanical ankles platform system is board. The practical implication is athletic trainer and clinician can implement any of the 3 rehabilitation or intervention for adolescent athlete with CAI. Functional rehabilitation program do not need to be extensive and complex to be effective. But there are some limitations from this journal is lack of long-term follow-up to assess the sustainability of improvement, small sample size limiting the generalized of result. The study was conducted in high school setting which may not translate to adult population, and control group improvement suggests a possible placebo to affect or natural recovery over time. So that's it from us. So thank you for watching.